For the past 4 years, Ali Abdaal has been doing YouTube as a side hustle while he became a doctor. He quit his doctor job 4 months ago when he hit 1 million subscribers. But how the hell did Ali manage to grow a YouTube channel to 1 million people over 4 years when he did it as a side project? Let's find out. So number one, start very, very niche with your channel topic and expand it from there. Ali did this phenomenally well. When he first started making YouTube videos, they were only about how to pass a medical school entrance exam for 4 United Kingdom universities. It's called a BMAT. I have no idea what that is. He made these videos about how to take section 1, section 2, how to prepare. And it was so unique and specific that he was able to build an audience around that. But what he did next is really beautiful. So then he's like, all right, well, I help people take the exam. What about actually getting into the medical school interview prep? So you can see his next videos, which got even to a little bit larger of an audience, how to answer a specific question, an Oxbridge Medicine interview Q&A. So for your own audience, if you're doing marketing, maybe can you pick a very specific type of marketing? Maybe it's YouTube ads, maybe it's Facebook ads in a specific geography, and then think about how do you broaden the audience. Let's see what he did next. All right, now life as a medical school student, which is appealing to even a larger audience. Nice job getting to Cambridge, my man. And then niche 4, expanding the pie even bigger. He said, how do I make videos about how to study? So going from just a test for 4 universities, now he's saying anyone who's trying to study at any schools, you can watch these videos. So this is a video that got 2 million views about how to study for exams. And then he went even a little bit broader. He said, all right, well, there's students, they're probably using computers and tech. Maybe I can reach a larger audience saying, how do I take notes on my iPad or my productivity desk setup? And so he now is reaching a tech audience that's beyond that. And you can see the size of his videos has grown proportionally with that as well. Today, a lot of his content is even broader than that. But as you look at any of the largest businesses in the world, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, any of them, name it, they started very, very niche and very specific. So for your own content, your own businesses, start narrow and then slowly build out to reach larger audiences. So the key thing that Ali did is he started super niche and then expanded out. So I love that approach that he did here. And the second thing that he did is that once he found series that worked, so he found that the tech series worked really well, and then he found like desk and productivity stuff worked really well. Now he does 10x of those types of videos. Nice job, Ali. Number 2, he created a moat so others can't catch up to you. And I thought this was a fascinating thing that he does. A moat are barriers to entry around your company that it makes it really hard for others to compete. So what Ali did specifically that we found out is that every dollar he's made on YouTube, he's reinvested back into his YouTube channel. And so 2 ways he's actually done that to make a moat with his YouTube channel was upgrading his camera setup. So it's crazy. He has spent over $7,000 for a camera setup. And this is a medical student who doesn't make a lot of money at the time, which means that his videos are gonna be so much higher quality than anybody else who's a medical student try to copy him. The other thing that he's done to reinvest and create a moat around his content and his business is he's hired a team. So he's hired editors, designers, a personal assistant, and that allows him to put almost all of his attention and time into making higher quality videos, which if you've seen, this guy's been so impressive doing 3 videos a week without editing them. So the lesson for you, I'm talking to you, is how can you develop a competitive advantage with your channel or your business? Can you stretch that little finger for me and hit that like button if you've gotten one thing out of this video so far? I like to stretch the fingers. Number 3, he is building a huge email list. So this is one of the biggest things I've seen most YouTubers missing out on that Ali is doing so well, which is growing an audience through his email list. He's got 60,000 active subscribers at email.aliabdaal.com. Make sure you subscribe. And he emails them every single week. He's also doing a great job of sending out those emails every week, telling people, check out my video, buy my course, check out this book I'm talking about. Think about this, if the YouTube algorithm changes and you wanna talk to your audience, how are you gonna do it? You're not. So your email list is the most important thing, and regular cadence with your audience to build up the relationship is so critical. I do recommend you check out sendfox.com, which is a tool we've built. It's free for content creators, or go to MailChimp or any other provider out there. If YouTube had a crazy algorithm change and you're no longer reach your audience, you always are gonna have your email list. Next up, optimize your videos for the end screen CTR, or click-through rate. So if there's one thing that Ali is amazing at, it is getting you to watch more of his videos. And YouTube loves him for that. Thank you, YouTube. So think about this, YouTube's goal for you and me and everyone else out there is to get us to watch as many videos as possible. So as a creator, they want us to say, hey, watch this video and watch this video and stay on the platform. So let's actually check out how is Ali doing it so well, and you should be thinking about this in your own videos, getting people to end screen and getting them to click to another video in your series.
So that was overall the experience of driving a Tesla Model 3 for a 1,400-mile road trip. Overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, but certainly not a stress-free experience. If you like this video, you should check out the video over here where I talk about how I bought my Tesla half price, or you can check out the video over here, which talks about the delivery day and the experience of driving the car for the first time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
So look at this end of this video. It's so interesting. So he has just talked about what it's like in road tripping in a Tesla. And he said, hey, you want to see how I bought it for cheap? or what it was like to actually get my Tesla. So think about that in your own videos before you even make it. What's the next video you're gonna recommend? And start looking at your end screen CTR. Let's check out one more example that he did really well.
So thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in more information about these laptops, I have an in-depth review of the MacBook Air over here, and I have an in-depth review of the MacBook Pro over there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
So he's talking about this laptop or this top, and if you're like, well, I would like to learn more about each specific one, you can dive deeper in each of those other videos, and YouTube is gonna reward him because he's keeping people on the platform. So notice really quickly how similar and complementary all these videos are. He's got all the MacBook stuff up here, and watch another one very similar, as well as Tesla stuff right up here. So just like Netflix and YouTube, they wanna keep you on the platform. So before you even make your videos, think really hard about how does this make sense and what am I gonna suggest next. Hey you, I'd love to build a deeper relationship with you and get to know you. Every Friday I answer all of your business and marketing questions in my live office hours. To join us, you just have to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can get the private link I send out to subscribers every single week. I'll see you next Friday. Next up is one of my favorite things and one I have to run myself all the time, which is consistency. So here's a fun fact. He actually started his YouTube channel to post videos of guitar covers. Let's actually check this out. God, he's so smooth. I love this guy. All right, so that was his first video. He posted that in 2017 of January 4. Then he started doing the medical stuff we were talking about earlier in June 20th, 2017. So let's actually check out this video.
I'm a fifth-year medical student at Cambridge University. I'm also the co-founder of 6Med, a small company that runs courses for medical school applicants, and I've been teaching the BMAT crash course for the last 5 years. Me and my friends are currently on our medical elective in Cambodia, which is very exciting. And we thought it would be cool to make this series of videos where we give you tips for the BMAT and how to do well in it. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to prepare for Section 1 of the BMAT. We'll start with a very brief overview of what Section 1's actually about, and then we'll go over some tactics on how to prepare for it.
All right, so what can we notice about one of his first videos that he put out, just as you're gonna put out some of your first videos, is that it's probably shot on an iPhone. It's very basic editing. There's no B-roll, there's no music. You know, there's like a little bit of fun stuff here and there. He even did it while he was in Cambodia on rotation. So for you or anyone out there, just get started with your phone no matter where you are. So let's actually look at one of my favorite things to see about YouTubers is his consistency schedule. Since 2017, he has uploaded between 1 and 3 videos every single week. He has never skipped a week. I'm gonna say that. He has never skipped a week uploading videos in over 3 years. So at the time of this recording, he's done over 300 videos, 1.28 million subscribers, and over 80 million views. As a doctor in Cambridge, and he started on a phone in Cambodia, just to give you some context. You can do it too. Number 6, copy and learn from the best in other niches. So when I was interviewing Ali Abdaal a couple months ago, I was shocked about how much Ali copied and learned from other creators. I literally always imagine him in his room in Cambridge, just figuring it all out. But he started out by watching and wanting to be Peter McKinnon.
Honestly, I just imitate other people. So at the start, I told myself I want to be the Peter McKinnon of studying. And so I tried to model my videos based on his, and like all of my vlogs about life as a Cambridge med student were essentially rip-offs of his, kind of having a bit of A-roll where you talk to the camera and then switching to 100 frames per second so you can have slow motion B-roll with a bit like music in the background. And through that imitation over time, I feel I sort of developed my own style because his style is very kind of high energy and sort of charismatic. I feel mine is a bit more nerdy, a bit more, I'd like to think, thoughtful. And so I've sort of Peter McKinnon plus elements of my own personality.
Let's check out a Peter McKinnon video and then look at how Ali kind of mirrored it in his own videos. Really fascinating.
All right, Jason Teal Photo says, what are your thoughts on the AeroPress? I saw it in one of your videos recently. How does it compare to Port Over? Now, if you guys don't know what an AeroPress is, I'll show you. This is an AeroPress.
So he's just talking about his life in AeroPress, but he did it in a kind of cool video fashion. So Peter is a professional photographer and videographer. Ali is a doctor, but it's like, well, let me actually copy and mirror someone and learn how to get some of that style. So let's see what Ali did.
All right, so we just had lunch. We got a really good chicken wrap from one of the vendors. Now we're gonna find some place to fly the drone from. This mango lassi is really good. I feel like you can tell a lot about a place by the quality of its mango lassi, and this is legit.
He's talking about his day at school, and now he has like B-roll and music and pretty photos. Peter McKinnon. And so let's actually look at who he's been emulating recently, which is Matt Diavella, who's one of the gold standards of cinematic videos on YouTube. Ali has been upgrading his own video styles, mirroring that. Watch this.
Regardless of how many productivity books we've bought and haven't read, or
look at this, it's an outside shot of him, up close, music.
How many of Matt and Tom's videos we've watched, we all struggle with procrastination. But procrastination is nothing new. 10,000 years ago, the ancient Greek philosophers even had a word for it, akrasia.
So this is so impressive and something I really hope you take away. I know our team is taking away how he's actually turning it into a narrative and a story versus just him walking around doing this, kind of having cool B-roll, to like really cool shots, really cool music, and making it a production. I know at our own channel, we've been learning from Mr. Beast, Legal, and a bunch of people out on YouTube. Number 7, document, don't create. Huh? What are you talking about? So how did Ali actually consistently put out 1 to 2 videos a week for over 3 years while he was becoming a full-time doctor? There's a few things that we noticed. First off, he created a series of repeatable content. Lots of videos on iPads, lots of videos on becoming a doctor, lots of videos on how to study. What is it in your topics that your audience loves, and just do those over and over, like I do these videos for you. Next up, he created content he was an expert in. He didn't have to do extensive research. He didn't have to do a lot of scripting or talk to a lot of people. He talked about his life. He talked about doctors, talked about studying. And lastly, one of the things that Ali did that I really liked is that he did things with a team. So he took things that he's like, I can't do my editing all the time. I can't do the assistant thing all the time. I can't do all the social all the time. So as you grow your own businesses, how do you start delegating and hiring people so you can focus on what you enjoy and be able to scale your business? Let me give you a recent example that I thought was really fascinating. There's a guy named Trent who came to my office hours about 2 months ago, talked about his YouTube channel. He's like, I'm doing investing. I got dating on there. I've got living in a van stuff on there. I was like, yo, man, that's a lot of different things you're trying to be great at. What's your day job? And Trent said, I'm a salesperson. I make 6 figures. I'm 25 years old. I'm like, damn, pretty good. So I was like, why don't you just talk about that? How'd you get the job? What are the interview questions? What's your sales like? How do other people do it? And now his channel has been doing really, really well. Proud of you, Trent. So think about it as what in your life that you're an expert at, you can do over and over and make it easy for yourself to do 1 to 2 videos a week. If you like this video, you're going to love this video where I reveal the formula that Peter McKinnon used to grow his passion for photography into a 5 million subscriber YouTube empire. I love you, and I'll see you out there. Pew.